when you see a color, it is important to take note of what the color is. A lot of people, they wake up and they tell you, man of God, I had a dream. I was in a car, but what color was the car? Man of God, I was in a dream. I was attacked by a snake, but what color was the snake? Do you know that when you understand the color in a dream, you'll be able to understand the interpretation of the dream? In a dream, you realize that there are different colors in a dream, and the color of an object is what defines the object. So let's say I'm walking and I see a green car. The color of the object is what defines what that object is. It might be a car, but what gives it definition of what it is the color. But you need to understand that though it is green, there are different variations of green. There is a green that is from God, and there is a green that is from the enemy. Both colors are green, but there is a difference in variation. Separates these greens. When you look in the Bible, you realize that there is a scripture which is said the manifold wisdom of God. That's in Ephesians 3 verse 10. The manifold wisdom of God. And the word manifold, or the manifold wisdom, is diverse kind of wisdom, meaning the pokelos type of wisdom. So there is the manifold wisdom of God, meaning that the variance in color of the wisdom of God. So the wisdom of God has variance in color. When you look even in the book of Matthew 4 verse 24, you hear something that is powerful. Let me just read it. It says, and his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought unto him all sick people that were taken with diverse diseases. So there is the word diverse diseases. So the word diverse there is pokelos, meaning that many different variations of diseases, many colors of diseases. So the Bible is saying that the wisdom of God is pokelos. The diseases, they are pokelos. Different variations of color in diseases, different variations of color in God. So the devil also has a light, but his light is a negative light. God has a light, and his light is a positive light. They might be the same color. It might be the same color that you're seeing. But when you look at the color, you should be able to pick up, is this a positive color or is this a negative color? The same yellow that can be a symbol of wealth can be another yellow that can be a symbol of illness. You saw yellow in a dream, but what is the meaning of the yellow that you saw? Is it positive? Is it negative? So a lot of times, many people, they understand that colors are important in a dream, but they don't understand how to differentiate whether it is a positive color or whether it is a negative color. So in a dream, let's say you see a snake. When you're seeing a snake in the dream, what gives the meaning to the dream, or what gives you the ability to interpret, is understanding the color of the snake. But there are dreams that can appear to be positive because they had bright colors. Bright as in the color was a loud color, but it doesn't mean if the color was loud it was a good color. I want to just say this. So what gives the definition to the color is also the emotions that you have when you are in the dream. Were you fearful? Were you trapped? Were you feeling liberated? Were you feeling trapped? What was the feeling? What was the emotion? I had a dream, and in the dream I saw a dog, and the dog had this color. I had these feelings. Now when you recognize the color, you recognize the feeling, you will look at the color from either the positive spectrum of color or the negative spectrum of color. It's the same color, it's all white, but the white that is appearing here from the dog can be a white that symbolizes love and a friend. It's a good thing. But that same white can be a negative white, meaning that it's a trap, it's a religious spirit, it's a friend that is coming to manipulate you, to in a way to cheat you. So both are white, but there is a difference in whites. That's why even when you look at your whites in your house, there is a difference of the shades of white that you're seeing. So when you understand colors and how to look at colors in a deeper way in dreams, your eyes will be open to understand that, all right, God in the Bible is speaking about the pokelos wisdom of God, and he's speaking about the pokelos diseases. And I was looking at it. There are pokelos gifts. There are also pokelos lusts. So there are different variations in lust. There are different variations in gifts. Different colors in gifts and manifestations. Different colors in lust and its manifestations. So let's just break it down so that it is easy for you to understand. In a dream, when you look closely at the color in a dream, it helps you to understand the meaning of the dream. And each color has a specific meaning that it has. Each color has a specific meaning that it has. So when you look at the color and the definitions of the color, there is the positive spectrum of the color and there is the negative spectrum of the color. It might be red, it might be yellow, but the yellow, what emotions did you have? Yes, I've understood that I saw yellow in a dream, I saw red in a dream, I saw white in a dream, but what feelings I had in the dream did allow me to be able to pick up. Is it a negative white or is it a positive white? Is it a negative red or is it a positive red? When understanding that, then I look at the dream in detail. What are the aspects were in the dream? What are the details were in the dream? The challenge with a lot of people is this: when they have a dream, they are quick to give the dream the interpretation. They are quick to conclude, to say this is what the dream meant. They look at a person in a dream and the person wanted to kill them. They say, this friend wants to bewitch me. This friend wants to kill me. But sometimes you are quick to conclude the dream, but it might not mean that the friend wants to kill you. It has got another meaning, another definition. So when you look closely at a dream, from the colors to the emotions to the environment, the objects, the people, the meaning of everything, you're able to pick up the dream and be able to compound it to find its meaning. I mean that if the dream appears to be negative, it is negative. Look at the colors in the dream. Look at every detail in the dream. When you look at every detail in the dream, you'll be able to pick up, was this positive, was this negative? When you look at the car, you're driving the car, but what color is the car? What feelings did I have in the dream? You look closely at everything. You're not in a hurry to say this is the conclusion of the dream. Don't be in a hurry. Relax. Take time to look at the dream. Take time to look at the dream. Imagine if God is so detailed that on the breastplate of the priest there were 12 stones and each stone had a different meaning. And it seems, and every meaning that is on those stones is speaking into the destiny of those tribes. So meaning that God, when he's sending signs, when he's sending dreams, when he's speaking to you, is that detailed. And he has spoken about your life from now even until your death. But the challenge is we have never paid attention when he has been speaking. I remember telling you in one broadcast saying that I saw a young lady a year before I met her. A whole year. So meaning that God is detailed. But the challenge is we are not patient enough to look for each and everything that he'll be saying when he speaks to us. God speaks, but it takes you being disciplined to listen to him. So I want to say thank you for being a part of this broadcast, and I want to be able to teach you more and to help you more. So I want you to subscribe to this channel so that you can be a part of everything that we'll be doing. God bless you.